Is the industry now letting Vince Friese ride dirty? Hey everybody, Walty Wanderers, buckle up, strap in. We got a hard-hitting pull, no punches, no sugarcoating it, no rainbows, no sunshine. I'm just going to give it to you and give it to you straight. We got a good one to unpackage today. Welcome to the show. I hope everybody's doing great. So it's getting a little bit, sketchy out there in the moto industry because Wall Street has infiltrated it. We kind of need to drain the moto swamp on many levels. But today we're going to unpackage probably the most hated rider on planet Earth, which is Vince Friese. This guy is basically like a black cloud that rides around the track. If you get next to him, you're probably going to have lightning strike you and get taken out. On one hand, it's good to have the villain, the hated guy, but at this point, he is getting a little bit too, I don't know. I mean, it's starting to become a problem, basically. And, Dino suffered again for the umpteenth time.
Walty, that kook totally cleaned me out. I can't take it anymore. Somebody's got to stop this guy before somebody gets really hurt.
Getting close to Vince. And Dino, I mean, this is just the reality. Is when you go basically abbreviated schedule now, you're going to find yourself racing all these off-season races with Vince, and I can see why you want him out so bad. He was basically, Dino, I'm sure most of you saw it on his Instagram. It's like, how was he going to have to paralyze somebody, and then we're going to stop him? And this is the issue. This is really why I wanted to cover this a lot for you, Dino, and other riders that are out there. Christian Craig almost suffered at the hands of Vince Friese when he won that 250 championship a couple of years ago. And unfortunately couldn't deliver too well after coming off of that 250 championship. But the reality is this. I mean, Vince Friese has, in fact, gotten away. Now, the dude's racing for a paycheck. His window is shrinking. He's only got a limited opportunity to go out there and make some money. And he's not going to have right off into the sunset Wonder Boy Chosen One Moto Messiah money to do it on. He's going to need to have an exit strategy. And so hopefully any money that he's making, he's investing it well. He should call me up and we'll get him into some rental properties. But different channel, different story. The realities are this, my friends. Vince Friese, I believe the industry has embraced this out of Vince Friese, and they're actually green lighting him to do it. I wouldn't be surprised if it's behind closed doors or open doors like Vince.
We kind of like this. This is actually helping the series, having you out there causing this.
I mean, this is in fact what's happening. Vince Friese is basically been green lighted to go ride the way he's riding. It would appear. I mean, and even if he wasn't, I mean, it's in it. We've talked about this. You can't change the stripes of a zebra. I mean, it's really, really hard, right? A quick break from the show to bring you a polling update on the Walty Wanderers community page of the YouTube channel. When asked, do you think the industry encourages Vince Friese to ride dirty at some level? 64% of you said, yup, they definitely do. While 36% of you said, no way, Jose, it's all rainbows and sunshine over in the industry. Well, let's go ahead and throw on some tear-offs and take a lap around some of the comments. First out of the starting gate, Supertramp comes in with, Vince is a staple in the sport. Well, Supertramp, maybe, but he's also the thorn in Dean Wilson's side. Boom, and there it is there. Let's see who's up next. D-Rock throws on his open face, pulls a tear off, clicks gears, and comes in with, I like him. Reminds me, old school racing, we're men. The industry is soft now, and so are the riders. Boom, and there it is there. Time to harden up, industry and the riders. Let's move on and see who's up next. YZETC throws a dirty block pass, chops off the dude's front end, and comes in with, I think he has his handlebars telling him. His handlebars are on behalf of the industry. His handlebars have a secret light the industry put on there to tell him when to clean somebody out. Conspiracy theories are running wild now. Boom. Thanks for the comment. Let's see who's up next. Sky Commander throws on his open face and a pair of work boots and comes in with, Vince makes things interesting. He's a true villain on the track. Makes for good TV. And you're right. Do you think the industry encourages that or discourages that? I think we know the answer. Let's see who's up next. Our boy Tim Burks gets mad whiskey throttle off the triple and comes in with, if they didn't, he'd stop it after a huge fine. And there it is there. The fact the industry isn't fining the pants off of Vince Friese just shows they're probably encouraging it. Let's see who's up next. RZ912 gets a huckabuck in the whoops and comes in with, look at Cooksey Media. He's supposedly all about fairness and justice in the sport, but he gives Vince, the villain, a free pass and doesn't acknowledge or accurately report on the events the villain is involved in. Boom, and there it is. They're blowing up our boy Cooksey. Love Cooksey. He's doing a great job, but he is possibly a little bit of a Vince Friese fanboy. Let's see who's up next. Spaceman Spiff goes flying by on his Hodaka, rocking an open face, gardening gloves, and some work boots with, no way, the industry has gone woke. They want everybody to be like Jetson. Boom, and there it is there. Another strike against the industry. Let's see who's up next. Doc ZG brings it across the finish line and the checkers, lights the candles, gets a neck burn, and throws down a little sarcasm with, Vince is dirty? Boom, and there it is there. Thanks to everybody who participated in the comments. Make sure you guys jump over and read the rest. There's some barn burners. Now let's jump back to the studio and wrap this baby up. Vince Friese is going to be Vince Friese whether you tell him it's okay or not. Now, if somebody comes and offers him financial incentive on the sly, on the DL, on the down low, and backdoors him some extra cash, hey, Vince, go out there and put a few people in the hay bales, this kind of stuff could in fact happen. I mean, the reality is this. I mean, Supercross and motocross and the industry itself and the organizations and the organization and the promoters, everybody through and through, anything they can do to juice this series and get more eyeballs on it, they are all about it. And they don't really care, Dean Wilson, if you get hurt in the process. In fact, they secretly might like it. In final thoughts, I come to you as a friend, as a content creator, as a moto guy that wants to see you not only win on the track, off the track. Understand the waters you're swimming in now, shark infested. Vince Friese, Dino, welcome to the swimming pool. Dino, you're right. Unfortunately, the industry is probably going to continue to green light this type of behavior out of Vince. Other people ride like Vince, they would probably be blacklisted from the industry, suspended, fined, and possibly banned from the sport. And that's why Walty will be here to blow the lid off it every step of the way. Because it's not only what we need, it's in fact what we deserve. If you appreciate the content, I want to humbly ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Social media links in the description of this video if you'd like to follow me there, along with links to channels I've appeared on I think you might enjoy. If you enjoyed this video, gonna love the next video. And there's an easy subscribe icon for your convenience. As always, thank you for your time. Don't go over the bars. God bless, and I'll see you on the next video.